I see here. Riven, the sequel to Myst. Last time I worked on this puzzle. And, I realized, as I wrote in the description, that, I'm pretty sure this big island that has a lot of things besides the crater with the village in it is actually, you know, I've already given away what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure this is the island with the village on it, and this 2x2 up here is the one with the lab on it. So let's just swap this for red real fast. And then that would also explain why I couldn't locate the lab with the topographical map here, because it's underground. You know. So anyway, I think I want to investigate the area around the lab just on foot. So first I'm gonna save my change to the map there of putting the red from the village island in the big island map. I'm talking in slightly confusing ways. And then, let's just look for any sort of landmark that would help us with where the other end of this pipe is. And I want to see it from outside, so... Let's see, right now... Okay, there's that pipe. I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Can't seem to spot it here. But, like, it must go all the way in here, right? Maybe from the other end of the lab area? Not really. Well, maybe if I go all the way in here, there'll be something that I can notice. Let's see, so yeah, it's not quite directly below this, but somewhat close. That's the wrong side exit. It's down the stairs. Okay, there is a hole here. I think that's really all I can observe. And I think I did notice a weird indent on part of this map. Yeah, right there. Could that be the hole? It feels like it should be deeper if it was, but I've spun this around so many times last time, and I haven't seen anything else suspicious. So at least for now, I'm gonna drop the purple bead there. So that was 2, 2. If I start my counting from 1, in the bottom left. All right. And I still don't know if this one ought to be blue or yellow. And I also still don't know why I have 6 of them. But I probably need to figure that out in order to finish the puzzle, huh? Another reason besides having red and purple swapped why just trying to brute force wouldn't have worked. Also, not confident purple's where it's meant to be, and it might be worth double checking all the other things. But I think this is the best state I can leave it in without spending even more time on it or figuring out why there are 6. Let's see. The only thing I can think of related to colors is the chair with the 6 color buttons. Well, I guess there are 2 things actually. There's also the diary entry that mentions the colors, but I've thus far been unable to glean anything besides, wow, he sure thought that these probably mapped to 5 in some way. No hints as to how, but it sure says that. I guess I can just find the place in the diaries it says that. Because it'll be easy to find the symbols. Not those symbols. These. Yeah, still attempting to determine how the color symbology reflects this superior design principle. Although superficially it's based on a 6-color system, I'm convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. And then the next breakthrough is about fire marbles. I don't think there's anything else in here about the colors. Still don't know how these bigger numbers work. I'm pretty sure that being a thick line in the middle means it's not just the vertical line of a 1. Like, this separately looks like it would be, 9 and then, 8. But the ND later... Oh, hi. Hmm. Two, three, four, 5. Wonder if it's just a coincidence, but he's got 5 groups under him. Maintainers, educators, surveyors, bookmakers, builders. Subterranean ecosystem was not adversely affected by the breakup of the island. Knives have a strange material. They hint at a hideout. Oh yeah, talking about the crystal that is an alternative power source. Yeah, not getting anything new there. I guess I didn't read the part before it mentions that he was thinking about colors, but why would there be more about colors there? I guess with this or swapping the yellow for blue being the best configuration I've got, maybe I should at least check a dome to make sure I haven't already like solved it. What's the most convenient way to do that? Oop. And then of course I'll need to do this one more time in case swapping the one color does anything. Okay, so it's from the right, 23, 16, 15, 11, 9. Alright, no surprise there. But just in case, swapping that out for blue. Making the trek to the dome. Right, 23, 16, 15, 11, 9. Alright. No surprise there. Just thought I might as well, because I really don't know what else I would want to do. Oh. I moved it when I wasn't on it. It doesn't seem to have a use to have done that, but it could have. Now, I have been told as a hint, just the very slightest of hints, that there's at least one other thing I could be doing besides the big puzzle. I don't really have a clear idea of what that would be. I know there are a number of mysteries, like there's the animals code room. There's, of course, those numbers I couldn't read just a moment ago. Or rather, couldn't confidently read. Let's see, what else? Like there was at least one other thing I listed in the conversation with my friend. I want to say I said like 6 things. Oh yeah, I haven't managed to do anything with this. That was one of them. Because I don't even know where it is now that I've lowered it. The only way I know of to get down in this island is either coming down here, which isn't directly under it. Or climbing all the way out of this area. It's like down here, except you need to use the ladder. Because I might as well pause the recording and see what I actually said. One moment. Alright. So the other things I mentioned were mysterious are the hatch near the start of the game with 5 buttons on it. And also, I forgot already what I saw. Oh, the eyes that I can spin around that have numbers on the back. I have no idea what their purpose is. And I guess one of them is in the lab. Why can't... Oh yeah, you can't climb that ladder because it's not a climbable ladder. So, yeah, I guess I'm headed to the start of the game to look at the hatch. Not that I have any idea what I'll do once I'm there. There's 5 buttons. I don't have any sequences that use the numbers 1 through 5 that I'd want to input. I also don't quite remember where my vehicle is to get back to the starter island from the village island. Put up this way? I saw the call button. Yeah, these are the eyes that I mentioned. They might be numbering the islands. I think there's only 1 on each island that I've observed so far. But even if they were, what would I do with that info? I guess it's possible that in the big puzzle you need to put the beads in a certain order instead of just having them in certain positions, but that sounds almost too insane. Where am I going? I wanted to look at the hatch. This thing. I sure can hit buttons at random. But that doesn't solve anything, strangely. I guess that wasn't even random. Well, it could have been. I'm just like trying to see if the number... I think the buttons always reset to exactly their original position. I don't think I meant to like notice that one of them is like still down, and so it's the start of the sequence, and then you need to move on to another one. So yeah, if I do get the solution by just hitting buttons, it would just be brute force, which isn't very interesting. I'd like to actually solve all the puzzles. Only has 4 little rings on it. Interesting to see the star pattern on the floor there. I can't actually get a better look at it in any way, though. Yeah, I guess there are the little things in the handle that don't get drawn in the book. Maybe. Might have been just imagining it. Interesting that the water is completely still. I think that's more a limitation than an intentional design decision. I'm realizing this is the exact same island as the giant dome. Why did I end up in the village? Oh, because I loaded from the... No, wait, it's because I wanted to... Yeah, I went to check on the fire bead thing. Not that I had any ideas of what to do when I got there. Yeah, I'm just very short on ideas right now. Just observing that the islands here are in basically the same configuration as on the actual map. This would need to be like a little more to the right, this a little more down, this a little more down. It's not clear to me what this diagram represents. These have things at the same height, so I don't think they're meant to be a sequence of buttons if I arrange them by height. Just wondering if there are like any clues hidden in the lore in this room. Because I haven't used any part of them yet for anything. I guess the logging operation wasn't for powering the books, which was the fire beads. It was just for burning the failed ones. We see logs next to the failed book incinerator anyway. Am I opening the same one again? Yes. Have I opened all 5? No, I hadn't. There's 6 animals in this. And they're not the, like, same sort of stylized animals that you see in the password. Well, if there was a clue in the scarab beetles, I have once again failed to understand it. See, the room could be oriented in basically any direction, so it's also not like the positions of these exactly matter. It's just a sequence with an arbitrary start. Okay, I didn't end up choosing the direction I wanted to go. So that's a 3. Let's see, and it was, if I just look at my saved games, I was missing 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 5. Suppose I could also be missing 6 and I wouldn't know. If they're more based on the colors because they're eyes. I've looped around back to the clear-cut forest. Yeah, I mean, I could go back to the animal code room, but I don't think there are any clues in there. I think I need to already have a clue before I head in there again. I tendency to get stuck up here once I'm up here. Hopefully not this time. I'm not sure I ever really noticed that the water dips down around the vehicle. Not noticing anything of interest in the pattern of the door. I guess it's a little interesting that these shapes here have 4-directional rotational symmetry instead of 5. It's only the knocker that has a star. I don't know if that helps me solve anything, but a little weird. Never figured out anything to do with anything here besides the obvious lever here. It's like at least one thing here ought to be significant in some way. So I can't like go back there and observe anything. I don't know, maybe it's just all stuff that happens to be here. I mean, until I've solved everything, I can't know what's significant and what's insignificant. Thought for a moment I saw another ladder here, but I think there's just a confusing amount of wood. How funny would that be, though, if I'd simply, like, missed a ladder all game? And like, oh, there's more to explore. Might be some clues. I guess I've reviewed the lab journal a number of times, but is there any possibility there's something in here? Need to get everyone off of Riven. Been 30 years. He calls Riven the 5th age. Starfisher. Yes, the existence of the prison book that I have not recovered. I was also, in that conversation I mentioned earlier, reminded of what my objectives actually are. We need to get the prison book, we need to capture Gehn, and we need to signal Atrus. Okay, yeah, explaining that the prison book is almost exactly like a linking book. There are tremors. Understructure is damaged. Okay, he solved the tremors. That's why we haven't seen any. Yeah, the gateway image is distorted, so it's not that he's just going to be watching us while we're in here. And observe basic changes that occur in the age even though he can't see them. It has to occur on a fundamental level. It involves the Starfisher. Okay, yeah, it didn't really get any, like, secret codes that he was trying to pass along in there, if there was any. Right now I need, like, 2 separate codes. I have no idea where to get either. I guess there's a whole island I haven't visited. Not that I have any clues on how I get there. But the little 1x1 island in the corner of the topographical map. Wait. Haven't I already seen a different eye on this island? So it's not just numbering the islands. Because 3 and 5 are both here. Although I don't know, maybe that's a clue to the big puzzle. Maybe this island has a second dome? I guess if it did, I would have probably noticed it on the topographical map. Except I kind of stopped my search pretty early. Because I spotted a dome. But at the same time, it's not like I've noticed another one while I've been walking. Let's see, I haven't done anything worth saving. Let's just take another look at the topographical map. Not noticing anything there. Side of the island sure is tall. Still not noticing anything. I believe that's the dome that I've already got a bead on. And I believe I would have stopped my search here. I don't know why I spun the whole thing around. I don't... Yeah, that's not anything. I guess? No, I don't think they'd make you put the beads where the little eyeball things were. I feel like the domes are it. Especially because they're actually like visible from here. This is a very square formation here. I wonder if it represents a man-made structure rather than terrain. Oh, just noticed it's been half an hour. I'll just finish up with this and that'll be it. I feel like the entire second half of this video was wasted time. But that's what happened. You know, when you're playing a puzzle game, there's the risk of being completely stuck. It's just what happens. It's the reason I don't play that many puzzle games, despite enjoying them. Anyway. See ya.